That scene though, when Luigi brings him his dinner in his room, I couldn't imagine like his existential break. Like, I don't know, Luigi, I drove you into a sad spiral of depression, and we lost all our money. We're going to have to suck a dick to make money. I'm like, no, I don't really want to hear that for 90 minutes.
Impressive Mario voice. Did you practice that?
No, that's all John. That
was good.
All John, man.
I think
that was a soliloquy.
If it would have been that way, I think everybody would have walked out about 20 minutes in.
Oh, goody, goody, here it comes.
Welcome to the Cinema Psycho Show.
You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Oh my God, don't stop now!
With your hosts, Brian, John, and Elaine.
Welcome to the Cinema Psycho Show, the madhouse for film freaks and film fans of all types. I'm your host, Brian Cunnington, and my fellow co-host and filmmaker, John Woolscroft.
Member Berries, the movie. Remember Punch Out? Remember Rainbow Road?
Remember Bowser?
Remember Mario Kart?
Remember that terrible 1993 movie? No, you didn't, because this is not like that.
Remember Captain Lou Albano show?
Oh, it's a fun one. We're on episode 266, and this week we are talking about the Super Mario Brothers, but with such a member berry filled episode. John, I don't think we can do this just with us.
Thank telling you. I didn't think I could go 9 rounds.
I mean, I know. So we felt it was necessary to bring on special guests. Dun, dun, dun. And who are our special guests but Cincinnati's own movie podcast? I believe what you guys are like, what, number one? Number one,
of course.
Are you number one?
Top five.
But we are joined by Brad, Justin, and the Cinemaiden, which is a badass name. Just got to say that.
Thank you.
They are the cinema guys, and they are here to talk Super Mario Brothers with us. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hi,
and lady.
Thanks for having us.
I remember all of those things.
All of the things, the Mario Brothers.
All the things. I liked it.
Yeah.
I want to say welcome, guys, and fuck Ocho Cinco.
What?
Fuck Chad Johnson.
More sports things
the hostility off the bat.
Is he even on that team anymore?
No, he's retired.
Oh, okay.
He's gone.
But you know,
I know that.
What's funny is I used to work for Apple, and he came in the store a lot.
Well, sure you did.
And he's
Now
outside
they
of
were
the
best
game.
friends.
Outside of the game,
Text
he's a
him.
completely different person.
My wife was convinced she saw him in the store, but it turns out it was just a really tall, handsome black man. And I was like, Kristen, you can't do that. That's not okay.
Kristen would.
What do you want me to go deeper and say fuck Ken Anderson? You want to go really old school?
I don't know that one.
Wow.
I'm a Broncos fan, so you can say whatever you want about the Bengals.
Wow, John,
your stadium makes people sick. It's too high.
Jesus, you are literally not rolling out the red carpet for our guest. What the hell? What the hell?
That's okay.
You're
get that
picking
every
the wrong
week on the
things.
show.
The football, I'm like, yeah, sure. Were those guys really bad? I didn't know.
Sports is funny.
Sports is very fun. But you know what else is funny? Member Berries, the movie, also known as the Super Mario Brothers movie. This one was
who's Member Berries?
The Cinemaiden.
Never heard of Member Berries?
Dingleberries?
Me and her have both been like making faces like,
who the fuck is
should we know what this means?
I'm
guessing it's like berries within the film that you are remembering things. Like there's so many references.
Think that's it.
That's close. It's from South Park.
Yes.
There are things called
the Cartman voice. I get it.
I thought you were just being
like
racist.
The nostalgia.
Remember?
I thought that they were just being really racist.
Racist?
No,
racist?
I was really
where are you
trying
going
to
with
be
berries
like,
that make it racist?
what are we talking about?
Berries? I was
Berries
thinking like
make it
Captain
racist.
Crunch berries.
Man, I didn't
That's
know.
old.
Did you think you were coming on a show where we would jump out the gate with the race?
I didn't know it. I looked at Brad and I was like, what the fuck have you gotten us into?
I'm still trying to think, why is that? Would that be racist?
I don't know
The
either.
voice.
Do not know.
No, he was doing the Cartman.
Yeah, I didn't get that, okay?
Oh,
I
man.
didn't get that. It sounded like the guy from The Hangover.
Are we allowed to ask what nationality did you think the voice
I thought
that
it
he
was
doing?
I thought it was what's his name? Ken Jeong from The Hangover.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck are we
That's
talking
a real
about?
specific reference.
I just watched The Hangover.
These guys love The Hangover. They always do.
I
Ken
thought
Jeong.
I was very confused
I thought it
and
was Ken Jeong from
concerned. I'm
Community,
glad
so
that I have been
that's
proven
weird.
wrong.
Just only Hangover 3. The
Okay.
best.
Yeah, well, that's
yeah,
the
only
worst
Hangover
one.
3.
Yeah.
Only Hangover. But no, member berries, just to Brad's point, are a common trope that we consistently bring up when we're talking about nostalgia-filled movies, and it was, in South Park.
Yeah, I was picking that up.
Yeah, you were doing much better than I was.
Context clues.
I mean, I was also on the line of dingleberries.
I was
or a member's berries, like you're nuts. I don't know.
I mean,
Brian, I got another one for this movie.
oh God.
I got Loud Noises, the movie.
And
I want to allegedly murder the sound engineer of this movie.
Why?
Because every time the music kicked up and you'd hear and you'd hear because they didn't care about equalizing because they knew that it was like 5-year-old dipshits in the audience who just wanted loud noises.
I think that's your theater, my guy.
I think theaters in Pittsburgh might not have the best sound as well.
Because we didn't have that problem here in Cincinnati.
Well, I saw it at the Esquire where you can kind of have to really listen anyways to sort of hear.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, at the same time,
Sounds like you're the only one.
that's fine. Well, listen, I didn't say anything wrong with the movie. There are clearly problems with the movie, but the sound I didn't really have too much of a problem with. It was more like the Swiss cheese filled lack of plot that was the problem. But I mean,
that's definitely true.
Yeah,
who gives a
That's
fuck?
definitely
It's a
true.
fucking Mario movie.
Oh,
we're not going for fucking Interstellar.
No, so I was going for Lego movie. Oh, this is gonna be like Lego movie where it's so
Meta.
cool for the kids, but man, it's awesome for me. Where I was like, this is cool for the kids. That's
I
how
thought it was funny, and you were fucking laughing next to
didn't-
me.
I-
Don't even act like you
I
didn't have a good
not
time.
like it.
I wasn't-
Your
but I
kid was
did.
sitting next to me too. He enjoyed it.
He thought
At the end of the movie, you and I looked at each other and were like, "Oh, that was actually good."
Well, I do want to
That's
comment
cute.
on that.
It's cute. That's what I
Sorry.
said. That was really cute.
I do want to comment on that. I went with another adult, but then when the movie ended and the credits started to roll, there was like 7 or 8 little pants poopers clapping their asses off, and they fucking loved it. And I thought to myself, well, this clearly was not meant for me.
Well, I mean, I went with my kids and their friends. My kids are 10 and 12, and my youngest, I was sitting next to him, and through the whole movie, he and I were picking out, the Easter eggs and like humming along to the music. He was having a blast, so therefore I was having a blast with him, and I absolutely loved it. I had a great time.
Yeah, my 13-year-old was like, "Yeah, it was fine," but we probably wouldn't go see it again.
I mean that honestly, like that was kind of my point on it. Was I saw it by myself. I tried to get my 4-year-old daughter to go with me, and she's like, "I don't want to go see Mario." But I'm like, "But it's a princess in it." She's like, I don't want to go see Mario." I'm like, "All right, fine. I guess I'm using my AMC Stubs membership myself and seeing it." But not you. I was gonna get you popcorn, and the best part was she tried to be like, "Well, can I just get a slushie and then leave the theater?" I said, "That's not how this works."
She just wanted to leave.
She just wanted to go into the theater, get the slushie, and then go home. I said, "It's not how this works. There's etiquette." But anyway, I saw it for what it is. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was like, "Oh my God, why would anyone make this?" But I just saw it as like, well, if I wanted to see the Mario video game as a movie, that's pretty much what you got.
That's what it was.
But what I'm talking about when it comes to plot, like, there's no explanation of why there's a bunch of fucking tubes in New York City that lead to Mushroom Land.
It's true.
There's
They
a
did
flood
just
in
find
Brooklyn,
them.
Brian.
And I mean, maybe I'm asking for too much. I mean, granted, the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie tried to give us this weird, haphazard meteorite morphine dimensions where dinosaurs lived here. So it's
The
like
writers
they
were on
kind of,
drugs,
and that's better.
and they made
Was that better for you?
I'm not saying it was better. I'm
Although
just
when I
saying
saw the
like
movie when I
it
was little,
tried to
I didn't
explain
hate
it.
it. I remember
Oh yeah,
thinking,
I like it.
This doesn't have anything to do with Mario, but I like it.
I mean, what's not to like about a post-apocalyptic 1993, Mad Max?
When you were
Underground
little,
Mario movie?
Justin?
When I was little,
You mean when you were like,
I guess it would have been like 12, 13.
yeah, you were little, my guy.
I wasn't. When I was 13, I thought it was cool. I wanted those boots.
Everybody wanted the boots. But no, I didn't hate this movie. I saw it kind of as like what it is.
Though it just jumps from like I remember like, oh, okay, we're here now. Okay, we're here now. All right, fine. That's
it's one music video to another.
I think it was their response to the 1993 film of like, okay, this is what we got before. We're gonna completely just strip it down to the simplest thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, and honestly, like people are gonna pick apart, like, how did Mario get there, and how did Peach and all these other fucking people get there. They're gonna pick it apart anyway. So why explain it? Just gloss over it.
What do you think happened to Peach's parents? Like, Jace lost their daughter.
Yeah.
Peach.
She's never
yeah.
No, the
hey, we gotta pay for that if you go too far into it.
I mean, you could be like, why is Bowser just is he really in love with Peach, or is it
who didn't want to watch them fuck? I mean,
no, I was like, how does that? I actually leaned over to you. How does that work?
Oh,
like,
I mean,
I think he would destroy her.
No, but he's. What
are you talking about, Bowser and Peach?
Oh, she could get a mushroom though, and then they could do it.
And that's when her hole gets bigger.
Yeah.
See, I thought that could be kind of a Richard Pryor thing. Like, he's banging her from behind, and right when he comes, he fire breathes right into her hair.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
she does a whole bit on it on the Sunset Strip about when that fire hits your ass,
What the fuck?
Man, you really thought about it. I think
I
stopped
thought a little too much about that.
After. I don't think that would work. And then
I feel like
going.
you've maybe subscribed to a few of those like anime creators that create porn.
There's something 52 is like a creepy. I can't remember the name of the site, but no, guys, the internet is freaking out about how hot Luigi is. Apparently,
are they
really?
Yeah,
Luigi.
Men and women are fucking wanting that dick.
As soon as he came on, I leaned over to you. I was like, I hate Luigi. I always have. Mario the dude with his stupid crazy legs. Every time he jumps, he was the only character I'd never used. I was like, I'm never using.
Luigi is the worst.
It's because his giant balls hit him in the knees. He's got to flap them legs.
I was a little disappointed in the lack of Mario 2 characters. They had Shy Guy. That's about it.
Yeah, that's true.
I wanted to see Mauser, Birdo. Yeah, shoot an egg or something.
They gotta save something for the sequel.
Oh yeah. Well, right. I mean, the explanation of how Peach got to the place that she got is saved for the sequel. They're like, "Fuck you, audience, for this movie. We're just leaving that for the next one."
We want you just to have fun. We're gonna show you a video game. We're going to make a shit ton of money, and then we'll bring you some more later.
My 13-year-old was disappointed in the lack of Smash Brothers references. He was like, I thought Mario was at least going to do his like finishing move. And I was like, why didn't you play the game?
But see, there were a lot of other really fun things that they included.
Well,
like
the Mario Kart.
The Mario Kart was so fun. When he had the cat suit and like he was standing on top of Donkey Kong at the end, like he like kneaded him like a cat.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
There were just a lot of little cute little things.
For me, the cutest thing, and the thing that hit me, it right in the member berries, if we will, John, was the opening commercial with the Super Mario Brothers Super Show rap. Like,
yeah,
I'm just like, I don't care if this movie doesn't have a plot. This movie has me right now.
The part that got me that I was like, oh, I love what they're doing is when they side scrolled when they're running through the city. And they did like a side scroller game as they went to the construction site. I thought that was
going back to the commercial. Did you like how they kind of explained away Chris Pratt's voice of why he's not the high pitched Mario? He did it for the commercial.
I mean, I didn't care about that. Like I know that some people have like lost their shit because they didn't get the same voice actor to be Mario in this.
That would be infuriating, though. The entire
I want to watch a whole movie with like, it's not me, I'm out here. I'm like the whole time. That would be annoying.
I'm glad
Luigi
they
brings
gave
him
him
that
a
dinner
character though. They brought him in as like the uncle in the old school overalls.
Right.
They didn't make a reference. I thought they'd definitely make a Mario joke that his name's Mario, and
I thought that would be funny. If
but that scene though, when Luigi brings him his dinner in his room, I couldn't imagine like his existential break. Like, I don't know that Luigi. I drove you into a sad spiral of depression, and we lost all our money. We're going to have to suck a dick to make money. I mean, no, I don't really want to hear that for 90 minutes.
Impressive Mario voice. Did you practice that?
No, that's all John. That
was good.
All John, man.
I think
that was a soliloquy.
If it would have been that way, I think everybody would have walked out about 20 minutes in.
Yeah, but no,
too much.
Mario's existential crisis. What are your thoughts on that?
What? Oh, wow. I mean,
He
Brian,
doesn't like
there's
mushrooms.
yeah.
Well, I mean that's
That was
part
a
of
nice
the
touch.
existential
Yeah.
crisis. I just meant like the movie opens up with Mario selling, like not selling, but basically deciding to go in business for himself. And
Yeah.
you know, it's always been kind of established. Like, well, Mario's a plumber, but we never really know, you know, how he got to that point. But clearly, you know, his family thinks that he's being dumb with his business idea, and that's kind of the main existential crisis, that no one really thinks that he, you know.
I mean, his family was right. They failed, man. If it wasn't for like saving the city in the end, they probably would have, you know, been poor and never really amounted to much.
Well, according to John, they would have sucked dick for money.
Yeah, probably.
They would have got beaten up by dogs.
Government came and took my baby. I suck your dick.
Wow,
Oh,
this is some intense Mario porn tonight, man.
This is.
I think you watched a different movie than we did. I think that's why the audio was off.
What? Super Horio Brothers? You guys didn't watch that?
No,
Went to the wrong theater.
we don't have those theaters anymore in Pittsburgh.
Blue
They closed them
Gigi?
down. Oh,
Luigi.
Luigi. Yeah, but basically the main crux of this movie is that Bowser's trying to take over like all of the kingdoms, because he's in
Marry
love with
Peach.
Peach. Yeah, that's all
I
he wants
like
to do.
that I like that they had the look, because he's always taking her, man. You think that's for real? I feel like that's really
Well,
a game element. Like,
in Mario Odyssey is
yes,
when it really
he has
got
that
to
wedding
where
dress
with
on.
the tuxedo
yeah, I hate
and
that
everything
game.
else.
It's the
so.
worst game of the entire franchise.
It was one of the good things that they did flesh out. I'm using with air quotes on a podcast where you can't see me. You know, Bowser, to kind of give an explanation on why he's always kidnapping the princess. Because like, why else does he do it all the time? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
granted, these games are not, you're not supposed to think that hard. Like Bowser comes in, kidnaps a bitch, and then you move to the right until you
go
save
from
her.
level
Yeah.
to level, and then you have a Toad. And I love that they put it in the movie. It was like, the princess isn't here; she must be in the next castle.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we got to keep going.
Yeah.
But
But,
the games weren't deep. I don't know how.
No, they
deep
weren't, and
They
that-
wanted the movie to be.
Well, that's the thing, and I mentioned this to John beforehand. I'm like, you can't expect much from this when it comes to how deep the movie is, and that's kind of why it does move from one thing to the other. I'm just saying, like for me, as a filmmaker, you literally have Mario discover these fucking pipes, and they just lead to this weird land, and that's it. And I guess maybe because it is made for children, it is made by the same company that made the Minions, which, okay. I'm surprised one of those little fuckers didn't show up, by the way. Like, this is a little Easter egg.
I was a little confused on what constitutes getting hit and you lose your power. Like, what if you bump into something? That seemed like it was all right, and they're taking some pretty heavy jump. Like, how do you know that you're getting hit? Cool. That bugged me the whole entire movie. I was like, did he just get hit? I guess not. No. Okay, he got hit.
Whatever worked best for the
Whatever
story.
worked best.
What
I
if
didn't like
Bowser
that.
had a gun? Would that just make him be smaller, or would that murder him?
I mean, he did have bullet bills that he could shoot at them.
He
so I
did,
guess
yeah.
that constitutes one.
Yeah.
Now, as you went, I know you talked memberries at the beginning
Memberberries.
about like as you're going through the movie, like were you both like picking things out like, oh look, they're in a Punch Out pizzeria. There's
I
Jump Man.
love that, especially because if I'm ever like just truly stressed out, I just throw in Punch Out on I still, my Wii, the original Wii still works, and I bring that up on there and just beat the ever living piss out of you Glass Joe, and I feel better about myself. Just
I
beat
always
that
get
man into
stuck
submission.
I always get stuck at Macho Man.
Oh well,
After the
most
second
people
ball
do.
goal, that's where I
Yeah.
get stuck.
Oh, I mean, you only have like 2 more before you get
Yeah.
to Tyson. So yeah,
Or
I don't
Miracle
blame
Man.
you.
Is it Miracle Man? Who's the guy? Who is that?
Mr. Dream.
Mr. Dream.
Mr. Dream. After
Yeah.
the second ball bowl. I
Yeah.
think that's usually it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't ever played Punch Out.
What?
Yeah, I know. I told
a good
John
one.
this, but like for me, I had Nintendo for a very brief window of time, and then I upgraded to Sega, and that's you know,
Upgraded, he says. This podcast brought to you by Nintendo.
16-bit graphics, John.
Aw.
That's all I gotta say.
I
What did you
did
say?
Sega Genesis instead of Super Nintendo, and that's where I lost out.
That's
Well-
what I had. I had Sega Genesis.
Sega does what Nintendo.
But I've always been the Nintendo person. Like we've owned every single system. But going through this movie, that was the fun part for me, was trying to see, what are they going to try to sneak in here, here and there.
Who did you want to see that you didn't see? I wanted to see the Koopa Kids.
Birdo was actually one I wanted to see that wasn't there. My kids wanted Yoshi.
You kind of got a little Yoshi.
You got a little bit Yoshi.
And then you got an egg at the end.
Yeah, they had a little egg thing saying, "Hey, it's coming."
But also, I mean, there were a couple like drinking out of the water. It was like Jurassic Park. They were just kind of like waving at Mario.
There was like a little herd of Yoshis in the background.
Yeah, I know. For me, I played a lot of Mario Kart in college with the roommates I had. So like seeing the Rainbow Road actually like there and some reasoning why it's there, I thought that was interesting. Even the blue shell.
Oh, I love the blue shell. How he's like turns himself into the
flying shell. And did you notice that the blue shell did not hit whoever was in first? They weren't in first.
Are you sure they weren't?
I'm positive. I went back and watched.
That is horseshit.
They were people in front of them.
I still have nightmares of hearing that. Whoop, 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 whoop,
were they in first when they first launched? That's the question.
I guess that's a good point. I don't know about that one.
Mario Kart is socialist propaganda. You know, you never get good power-ups when you're in first. You're in 8th place. You get first place shells, lightning bolts.
I also like the throw because my favorite Mario Kart was the one from, I think it was GameCube, where the double dash, and where two people could get on it. And so when Mario jumped on Donkey Kong, it's like, it's like double dash. I liked it.
Speaking of Donkey Kong, how do you guys feel about his involvement in this movie, his cameo, so to speak?
I liked it. So one thing I didn't, this isn't me, I heard it from someone else, but I really liked, I agree with what they said about, it wasn't Donkey Kong that was so great as much as Seth Rogen. Like a lot of the jokes were about Seth Rogen's laugh. That's a Seth Rogen thing, not a Donkey Kong thing. But I liked it because I like Seth Rogen. But other than that, I didn't really care about Donkey Kong. But I really do like him. So.
I like that they had
dumb
him.
laugh was good for it.
I love his dumb laugh.
I like that they incorporated some of his family from, like Donkey Kong Country and stuff.
Can you guys do his laughs? Can anyone do his laugh? Do it.
No.
Try.
Okay, no.
I can't.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm doing the tag in, tag out thing. Yeah.
What did you think of Luigi basically getting sidelined most of the movie?
I didn't like that part, honestly.
I thought it was good.
Oh, I hate Luigi.
Yeah,
I mean, I know most people hate Luigi, but like
I
don't
love
hate Luigi. I think he's just a weaker.
I wanted more of a.
He's always a sidekick.
It's called Mario.
I like the little bits of Luigi's Mansion tease in there, but I wanted more. I wanted him to go into a house and like Boo's being following him and everything else.
Oh, was there a Boo in this?
There was only a King Boo
at the wedding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think for the 3 to 7-year-olds, I think when Luigi gets into that haunted area, might have scared the little fellers. I don't know.
Well, that was another thing I was thinking, that this movie, because again, I loved Mario. My kids kind of like Mario, but they're not as into Mario nostalgia as I would be. They were more like, eh. So maybe younger, but my 13-year-old, who's my youngest, was like, it was fine. But he liked Smash Brothers. That's all he liked. So he just wanted to see more.
I don't know. For
Smash
me,
Brothers.
I thought it was a waste of Charlie Day. Like Charlie Day was the voice of Luigi, and like I'm a fan of his from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I'm like,
Brian, never
wasted him.
Never forget, Luigi was never even really a character in the first.
I know
Super Mario Brothers. It was just literally green Mario, so that your little sibling could play with you.
Yeah,
and he just changed the color.
Then, was he?
He changed the color, but I think it still.
He was
said
called
Luigi.
Player 2. Did he say Luigi? Or did he say
No,
Player
it was
2?
Player 2. It wasn't. Yeah, they didn't name him till the.
I don't think it was said Luigi. I mean,
It
I
didn't
could
say
be
Luigi
wrong.
till Mario 2 when his legs started. Kicking.
Yeah, that's when we knew, because we didn't know Peach or anything until Mario 2.
True.
We
She was
just knew the princess and King Koopa.
She would float.
No Bowser, just King Koopa.
And I'm sorry, but if you're made the ruler of a kingdom, why are you the princess and not the queen?
That is a very good point.
Well, they couldn't just give her queen status. She was an orphan kid.
Couldn't go straight to queen.
An orphan kid who just happened to fall down a sewer and end up in a tunnel.
Yeah, and they said, you have posable thumbs. We have no choice but to make you our god.
And when they fall down in the sewer, did you notice the sign said 1-2?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh,
The
I didn't
signs
see
on the
that
stairway it had on it said 1-2.
Oh, that's cute.
I saw like the duck hunt sign on the bar outside,
Oh, I missed that
Um,
one.
and then I saw the ice climbers on a billboard.
Yeah, there were a lot of really good little.
Yeah, he
Easter
had a
eggs.
F-Zero poster on his wall.
Yeah.
Duck Hunt was the only game that my father played when I was a kid, and he was so good at it that I realized he was a Zodiac killer. And this is the first time I'm admitting it on air. Yeah.
I really don't want the FBI breaking down my door, Don. So, like,
I think they're already coming for the whole Luigi
No,
and, or
I
no,
think
He,
no,
he has an
Bowser-
alibi. He was teaching.
Bowser and Peach sex scene.
I mean, here's the thing, though, man. Like, that's mild in comparison to our 265 episodes. So, like,
Was Peach? That was the Queen's Gambit girl, right?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Anya Taylor
Yeah.
Joy was the
Yeah.
voice. Yeah,
They did a good job of animating her. They kind of looked like her a little bit, I thought.
Well, it's weird that it seems like people base voice actors on how much do you look like the character than how well you're suited for the voice. The only exception in this movie that I can think of is Keegan-Michael Key as Toad.
Yeah, that one I love him, and I was
because
like,
he's not
they-
black.
No, it's because he's not a little toad person.
She is.
No, 'cause-
She's gonna make this racist somehow. She's looking.
tried.
I know. I'm just
tried.
kidding. It was there. I was
It's like,
waiting
proud
for it.
boys. No, just
Oh my
kidding.
God.
Just kidding. But no, it's like you would think like Michael Cera or that guy from
Michael Cera.
like
Poor
Cera?
guy. Poor guy.
Why would we think of Michael
'Cause
Cera
he
with a
is-
toad?
he
looks like a toad.
He does
Or
look like
toad.
a toad?
he is
Yeah,
a
he
toad.
does.
I'm thinking about voices, or the guy from like 30 Rock who was the page.
Oh yeah, Kenneth.
Yeah, Kenneth. Like
Page.
they have like the kind of voices I would expect Toad to have, not
Yeah.
Keegan Michael Key. You know,
I
but-
agree with that. And
but
they
he nailed
augmented
it.
his voice
He-
so much, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't his.
No, it was he was on. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and he broke into the voice.
Oh wow.
wow.
I thought they animated Toad so good. He was so
Yeah.
cute. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to be your friend.
They were all really
The
cute.
animation all around in this was really good. Like, I didn't
Oh,
have
it
any
was
problem with it.
amazing.
I love the power ups, how they brought those into like they
Mm-hmm.
were actually a part of their day to day life.
Well, I did like how Mario was short,
Drugs.
and he had to eat the shroom basically
Yeah.
so he could get bigger.
Well,
I like
yeah,
they threw that in there.
yeah.
Hunter S. Thompson, Super Mario Brothers.
Drugs.
We had blue shells, red mushrooms, fire stars. Yeah.
I was
Awesome.
trying
So-
to think, were there things that were there power ups they didn't include? I saw
Oh,
the-
probably. You got to save some
Oh.
for the sequel.
I mean, there was a frog suit.
The frog. Oh, the
penguin
Tanuki's. No, they did the
suit,
Tanuki
yeah.
suit in the end.
Oh,
They didn't
well,
call
yeah.
it Tanuki suit.
I was sitting next to my girlfriend in the movie, and when he puts on the raccoon flying suit, she said, "Is he supposed to be Tails?"
Oh.
And I went,
Tails.
Tails.
Hey, Nintendo owns Sega, okay? And I was like, how? But of course, I did turn to her and go, "How dare you?"
As you should.
I loved the Tanuki suit. It turned into stone, which was a really weird feature that you never used.
Oh,
But it was
yeah.
cool.
What? Just getting back to the plot, kind of on this one. What did you think about Jack Black kind of as Bowser in this?
He was wonderful. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
He is Bowser.
Oh, he
I
was
liked it, especially the
fantastic
singing scenes. I actually really liked.
Yeah, that Peaches song is wonderful.
in it. I
He's-
thought, aside from
If it's not nominated for an Oscar, I'm gonna be pissed.
Or at least best original song.
Yeah, best original song. That's what I'm going for.
I think aside from Keegan Michael Key doing Toad, I think Jack Black nailed like the voice and the character and everything for Bowser.
Yeah, he totally did. A good
I mean,
job.
he's so bombastic in just about every role he
Oh,
plays.
yeah.
in,
He's
so
wonderful,
that's-
and he's
that's
gotten
what
like
he's
hot in
good
his old age. He's like old dad hot now.
at. He's old dad.
You know who I didn't love, and I love him. I love Fred Armisen a ton, but I didn't care for his grandpa Kong.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
You know what? That's been a constant thing I've seen.
Oh,
on
really?
Twitter and in TikTok is that a lot of people have not really cared for Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong.
He's in the movie for like 3 minutes. What are people getting so pissed off about?
I mean,
Well,
he's in the
I just
game.
wanted more
Well,
Fred
not the
Armisen,
Mario
and
game.
but I didn't care for that one. I thought Fred Armisen was going to be the little wizard Koopa,
Yeah.
because, you know,
Oh my god!
going
the
back to
little-
what
the
you
little
said, because
blue
it
flame,
looks like him. But
the little blue flame.
Oh my
No.
god!
Oh,
Oh,
there's
the
an
blue flame!
illusion.
Luma.
who played that? Was that anyone of any importance?
I'm not sure. I'll try to look, but what the fuck is that existential nightmare doing in the story?
Luma,
it's wonderful.
My
it is everything.
oldest
from Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, my oldest was asking, is like, should they be talking about suicide in a kids movie? And I was like, this is Luma.
Have you met kids in America?
Lumas enjoy dying.
All the kids in America are talking about suicide right now. It's like the cool thing.
It's the cool thing.
It's how you get out of class.
But yes, I loved Luma.
I loved it, but
they call him Lumi.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I could not place it. I couldn't place it.
Oh, it's from Mario. So, and here, what's the girl from
Rosalina?
Rosalina. Yeah, that's her like the master of all the stars, right?
Yes, in Super Mario Galaxy, because they make sure they make a big comment of like, there's multiple galaxies out there. Like, oh, look at them setting up sequels left and right.
Yeah.
Her name is Juliet Jelinek.
Oh yeah,
and she does not have a picture on IMDb. I think this is her only thing. Actually,
has to be.
She's gonna be known for Luma.
Time like hope is an illusion.
Maybe she's just some crazy woman that showed up in the recording booth. Like, let's animate what she said.
What are you doing today? We need someone for this.
It was just Chat GPT. It was just a chat voice.
Chat GPT, give me a Mario Brothers character voice, and that's the one you get. That's scary.
That's it. No, that was I really wanted to see the Koopa Kids, and I wanted to see Daisy, Luigi's girlfriend. But
why can't? Well, I mean, there's never an actual romance in this movie. Why can't Luigi just take Peach to Pound Town?
Oh, Johanna, that's interesting. Did Peach and Mario not have a thing? I couldn't tell.
I mean, a little bit, but it wasn't.
He wasn't like jealous of Bowser or anything.
No,
I mean, Bowser was
jealous
of him.
I'm just gonna say Luigi's gonna teach that Peach his Koopa Poopa. You know what I mean? Just.
I thought, ew, gross.
I'm sorry. What? Teach that Peach a Poopa Koopa?
Yeah.
I think that's when you do one of the Koopas from behind.
So, but is he teaching it to Peach? Is he like demonstrating for her what's going to happen to her?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to get a visual.
John, please explain.
I did think that they were going to bring in.
He's going to hit Boo right in that poo. And he's
Did you feel at all that they were going to bring in like a gay element, like that maybe Mario was gay? I kind of felt that.
Why not? I mean, they did. But
have you heard the big like?
No, I have not.
I think it's on social media how people are calling this anti-woke.
Really? Why is it anti-woke?
Yes, why? Because it doesn't have that elements in the movie.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
So there's
there weren't a lot of options. It's either bang his brother or some other creature from another world.
A certain side of the table is now saying this. The reason.
What side of the table, good. Brad? Tell us. What side of the table are you talking
Brad,
about?
Tell us more.
What side of the table
that.
you on? Then tell us what the other side's. Describe these people to us in detail, please.
The ones, if you put the gay element in, would have thrown a fit over this movie.
That's the other side of the table. That's your side of the table.
This movie,
I don't know which side.
This movie is making so much money because it doesn't have those elements in it.
So they're using the whole argument that was used against Ant-Man and Quantumania, where people like lost their shit and went like, "Oh, this is what happened. You're too woke. That's why the movie's not making any money."
It's like what they're doing with the Marvels trailer.
Was
now.
Ant-Man
like,
woke?
It's all women. We can't watch
was
this.
Quantumania woke?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, how was it woke? I don't remember anything sexual at all in the whole movie.
Listen, I'm being facetious. It wasn't.
No, I'm saying, what are they saying? What are the people on the other side of the table, as Brad would say?
Well, let me just say,
what are they saying is woke about it?
The other side of the table, in their own universe, apparently believe that Cassie shouldn't be allowed to like make a quantum gateway, and she was too much. She's not smart. How could she be smart enough to do that?
She's like 15.
Who cares?
Well, Hank Pym is her grandfather.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hank Pym. She's been hanging around with Hank Pym for like past couple of years. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, that's a weird argument.
But
people are really stretching these days.
They're trying to grasp on anything they can.
And then on top of that, there's a moment in Quantumania where Hank Pym basically says like, "Oh yeah, the ants they create a socialist society, and that's kind of why they're doing so good." Like when he
that made me stop and think about socialism.
And I'm just going like, okay, kind of a weird thing to say, but I mean. Whatever movie.
Well, Brian, there was that scene where like Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas shared a vanilla ice cream cone and their tongues kept hitting and stuff. Like,
I must have missed that.
That was that. Oh,
I mean, I thought it was sexual whenever they had to like drink that dude and put their fingers in him.
Oh, you mean they had to drink the goo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that didn't
That was-
happen in Mario, so it was okay.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, there were some gay characters.
They didn't do that to Luma.
You know, it's just so woke that they don't have to announce their gay characters. They just are. Why does? Yeah, that's how
Well,
woke it is.
I guess
Yeah.
when we
Why
get
do you
this
have to? How do
sequel-
you know that some of those toads that we saw weren't trans?
I think
We
toads are
don't?
asexual
Yeah.
I think they are.
beings.
I think they're supposed to be that.
Well, I'm sure we'll get a
Oh, there's
full,
Toadette. I
full
forgot
wokeness
Toadette.
coming
Oh, yeah,
in
there
the
is.
sequel with Luigi and Mario.
Is that a definite?
I mean,
Well, are there any
come on.
characters you want to see?
Waluigi,
in the
Waluigi has to be
sequel
part of the
besides-
LGBTQ
I,
community.
I'm just telling you. Listen, let's be honest here.
Of course, the bad
that's
guys.
that's the next series
guys.
of bad guys.
Oh no, you can't make the bad guy like part of that community. It has to be like the Yoshis have to have like a full on no. Who cares what the generals
Wait,
are?
you know that
gangbang.
Squirtle is
Squirtle's not Mario.
Squirrel's Pokemon.
not Squirtle. Squirtle?
Who?
Squirting,
Squirtle? Squirt?
squatting.
Yeah, I don't know.
The
where we're
little
going.
pink alien.
Little pink alien.
Pink alien.
Mario?
Oh,
Mario?
wait, Kirby?
Kirby.
No.
Oh, okay.
Kirby just eats things.
he just
It
blows
is Yoshi's
things.
wife.
He does.
Oh,
It's
he
Yoshi's
does.
wife. Birdo, sorry.
Birdo.
Oh,
we're
okay.
talking about her.
Yeah.
She's a bad guy. She shoots
She's a
eggs.
bad, yeah, she shoots eggs out of
That's
her
Yoshi's
nose.
wife. That's Yoshi's wife.
Birdo
She's
goes
a different
both ways.
species.
Birdo is
She's not the same species as the Yoshi.
but Birdo's with Yoshi.
Yeah, but Birdo's pansexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, she lays her own eggs
Yeah.
and
But
shoots them at
Yoshi
you out of her
and
mouth.
Birdo are together.
Yoshi
It's
just
in the
eats
lore,
stuff and
guys.
lays his
It's
own
in the
eggs.
lore.
Well, it's in
Yeah.
the lore.
I didn't know.
Well, there it is. We're good.
There you go.
Yeah, and
Some-
also I'm pretty sure that Yoshi
She's
that
got
Birdo
that wide
no,
mouth.
Birdo is trans. It's
Wait,
because it says
Hold
that
on,
Birdo's
Birdo's trans?
guys.
What?
Hold on. Birdo's
What
description
lore is
states that
this?
I want
she.
to know.
Where's this book
Birdo-
of lore?
Nintendo would never be this progressive.
Sorry. All right, let's
No.
hear. Let's hear.
Birdo's description states that she appears to be Yoshi's girlfriend, but is actually his boyfriend in relationship to her.
Hey, my Yoshi.
What wiki is this from?
It's a thing. It's like a big like the LGBTQ community knows this.
I didn't.
I
know.
was told by a
That's
member.
why Birdo wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see?
right.
Oh.
That's
Can't
why.
have that progressive claptrap in
can't.
this movie.
Save it for the sequel.
That's the sequel.
Yeah.
That's the sequel.
Anyway.
Where Wallace
Correcting the
Luigi is
LGBTQ
fucking everything.
Yeah.
We didn't see a clown car either, did we? A little clown balloon.
Well, I saw Clown Car was the whole fucking movie.
Oh, you walked right into that one. Walked right into that one.
Yeah, if you just want to send me any other softballs, I'll just stick them to you.
What did you guys think of the ending of this one?
All right, I got something.
Where they
All right.
come to New York.
Yeah, what isn't it basically like the exact same ending from the 1993 movie?
I kind of had that feeling when it was happening. I was like,
Oh.
this kind of feels like that. And then I kept looking everywhere to see if they tried to throw any Easter eggs in there
Yeah.
for that movie, which I didn't see any. But
I love that all the people of Brooklyn, by the way, are completely fine with the fact that there's a talking dinosaur and like all kinds of shit. They're like, well, everything turned out all right. Thanks a lot, you fat ass plumbing motherfuckers.
well,
But-
they already knew about the pipes below, so it didn't shock them when this happened.
Right, yeah.
just keeping
Literally,
it hidden.
the hell mouth from Buffy is beneath Brooklyn, New
It's
York.
true. It wasn't even that hard to find.
No, it wasn't.
But Brian, I got a better ending for it.
Okay, what's
I got a
better
better ending for the kids. For the kids.
For the kids.
When Bowser is beating the piss out of Mario and goes, you took away my only chance ever to be happy. I thought, wouldn't it be a nice message for the kids if he said, instead of fighting, what do you mean you've never been happy? And they could have had almost like a heart to heart, and they didn't actually fight. And then he said, wow, I feel accepted by you, Mario. And they could have even thrown in a joke where he goes, hey, maybe we'll go karting sometime. And that would be nice.
I
like that. Actually, I did think they were going to resolve Bowser's I can find love in other places issue, but that is good.
Instead of beating the ever living piss out of him until he's nearly dead, which is what you do in the game. I know, but
Well, then giving him the little
and then
tiny
he shrunk him.
blue mushroom to shrink him.
yeah, and then put him in solitary confinement for the rest of his life.
Well, and
Sing
the
more
major thing was the star, which the star sucked in the game. It lasted like a second.
Oh
Yeah.
and they made you want to make a mistake because you felt too cocky. You know?
Yes.
And all of a sudden you spin way too many times right
Yep.
into a hole in the ground.
Landed right on the stupid fire thing.
Or you're just like, I can go super fast, so I don't have to worry about, jumping anymore. And boom, you fall into
Oh,
the
I
hole.
could punch a hurricane. I will fuck everything that moves. Ah. Why are my
Have you
pants
been-
wet?
You're like, guys, we got to do Mario because I got this voice. I got this voice.
Oh no,
And we
no.
got to do Mario.
Here's the thing. John literally can pull voices out of his ass. It's not even it's a talent. He can do his Mario is also very similar to his Mickey Mouse / Walt Disney voice.
Let's hear the Mickey Mouse.
Let's hear about this now. We're in the parody rings. Ha, ha.
Oh, that's good.
I know we're the parody rings. We can't sell sex to little girls. Ha, ha.
I like that they also always get kind of creepy.
They always relate back to sex. It sounds like your characters don't get laid a lot.
Well, it's Mickey.
I don't know what you're inferring, Dr. Freud. First, I need to know what sex is. Okay, Mr. Scientist.
I think we need to sit you down and have a heart
Birds
to
and
heart.
the bees talk.
We're gonna have a talk about the Yoshis and the Yoshis. Okay,
It was like that time I was running through the woods and my dick got caught in a beehive, and all of a sudden I felt like my dad's true love.
You know,
Oh.
John, when a Yoshi loves a Birdo, they get
No.
together.
The Birdo can love whatever it wants.
Oh.
Yeah, when a birdo loves whatever
Yay.
it wants.
Yeah.
When a Birdo loves a
Yes,
toad.
when they love whatever they want.
they lay an egg and down
Out
the
their
line,
mouth.
And shoot it
out
out
their
their
mouth,
mouth.
and shit out their mouth.
Sometimes it's an egg, and sometimes it's like a little asterisk that'll hit you.
That's how it works. Yoshi eats something, lays the egg, then Birdo shoots the egg. They're a full team.
Mhm.
It's the circle of life.
It is.
Circle.
Wait, shoot
Oh.
the egg? Is it like that mom who like drowned her kids?
Jesus
Oh.
Christ, man!
It does shoot the eggs. I always thought that was weird. You don't want those? You're just gonna shoot them at me? Hey, what are other
They have to be
kingdoms?
fertilized first. You know that, right? For them to be like,
I don't know how birdos work,
I'm just saying for birds, regular birds.
but it's not a bird.
You
It
can
doesn't fly.
you can kill or eat an egg and it's not a little baby.
You didn't go into the Birdo
Yeah.
wiki before coming
The
on?
Birdo
Come on, guys,
wiki.
prepare.
Hold on. What other kingdoms are there to conquer outside of the?
Well, there's the birthday cake.
There's
Get
the there was the Mushroom Kingdom and Donkey Kong.
The
Yeah.
desert land.
Is that
Yeah,
a kingdom?
Whatever's
It goes
there.
The Darklands.
There's
Oh,
desert.
like all 8 worlds.
in the worlds. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
worlds.
gotcha.
You go regular world, then there's desert, then there's kind of the weird, almost like Greenland world, and then you get to ice world.
Yeah, and then the Sky World. that's
Underwater
right.
world.
Mm.
Yeah, there's the sky or the water world. Yeah, and then I
Fucking
can't
hated
remember what
Water
6 is,
World.
but 7 is like
Pipe
your
World.
David Lynch Nightmare World. Yeah. And then you get to Bowser World in World 8. That's
Yeah.
the same formula they've been using for 40 years.
I
And then
gotta
they
say,
really
I would have
twist.
liked to have seen like Bowser World represented the same way it looked like in the original game. Personally,
Now, did you like the themes that they kind of threw in there? Like, what got me was the opening scene when his ship's coming in and they kind of throw the theme from the games, when you're going to a ship, where every once in a while like, oh, here's a Memberry song for you.
Oh, great.
like-
He's going to start using this all the time now.
sorry.
We're not Cinema Psychos, Brad.
But we're on our show, so I can use it this week.
You can use it this week.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like that opener with Bowser coming in, I like the fact that you had like what the hell were they the bird
The
people.
penguins.
Yeah, the penguins.
Do you yield?
Do you yield? And
Then he
just
brutally
throwing
murdered all
fucking
of them.
snowballs and just
Genocide.
murdered all. Yeah, genocide right there.
Yeah, we didn't bring that wizard back into play much. The guy who can make everyone float. He could have used that the entire game, movie,
Could've.
whatever.
Game
Only when they
movie.
needed it.
No,
whatever.
yeah, you were right the first time. This is just a
Game.
You were
game
right the
where
first
you
time.
don't get to play at all.
So that's when I was thinking of the choppy plot line, that's what I was thinking. It's like, oh, maybe they just wanted to make it like a game where you're just kind of jumping from one world to the next. You're not really ever seeing what's.
Are you
when
saying this
Mario
is a
takes
bunch
a
of
nap.
cutscenes strung together into 90?
Well, that's what
movie.
what's his name from Nintendo said that was what they wanted to do. They wanted to make it like a game, like you're playing a
Yeah.
game.
It worked.
I mean, mission accomplished. It's
Well, then
Good
why don't we
job.
just play the fucking game?
that'll come out
Because
next
that's
year.
not a movie. That's called a video game.
Well, maybe they could bring some originality into it
They're
and
gonna-
go
They're
to the next
teasing
level.
you with this.
Because
and
see,
then-
if they brought originality, then you complain that they were changing up a classic
I mean, the
video
1993
game.
version
We can
was
never win here.
pretty original.
As
Pretty
much
original.
as I love these video games, I would have been even happier if this was a disaster like the 1993 thing. You know, if it had
True.
been My Dinner with Andre and it was just Mario and Luigi having an existential conversation back and forth for 90 minutes, I would have been like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. The 9-year-old next to me is crying.
like, this isn't Mario.
What do you mean? You don't think there's any purpose to life? Then why do you eat? Why do you live? Why do you breathe?
Well, they can really mess with the kids. They can make the next movie the actual Super Mario 2 and make it all the dream.
Oh.
Have 'em just
No,
like,
what they should do
right.
is
Is
they
that
should
how
take
they
a
wrote that
movie.
off?
They should take a movie from Japan and just rework it, re-edit
rework
it
it.
to make it, an American movie like they did with the second game.
They did that. They do that all the time.
I really enjoyed the plumbing scene. I like that we actually got to see them plumb with the dog and everything.
Is
That
Luigi
part was
afraid
kinda
of
funny.
dogs?
I don't know. The dog didn't like him though. I think Luigi's whole thing is that he always messes everything up, right? I
He's
feel like
just
that's how he was in
scared.
the games.
He's scared. He's scared, and he's like,
That
clumsy.
was Illumination putting in Secret Life of Pets so they can be like, oh, that dog's going to be in part 3.
Bingo.
Just wait.
Yeah.
But I liked I was like, oh, they're plumbing. That's kind of fun. Did they use plungers again in the movie? I feel like they did. Didn't he snatch something out of the air with a plunger?
Yeah.
I can't
I
remember.
don't know.
He tries to like spin a pressure pipe like when they're in Brooklyn, but they fail horribly.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they're not good plumbers, man. He should
They're
have stayed
not
with
really
that
good
dude.
plumbers.
Was
I
that
know.
dude? Is he somebody from a game?
Yeah, he's Spike from Wrecking Crew.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the
that's right.
original.
Boss. Yeah.
Ah.
And I only know that because Wikipedia is open.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know if he was. I mean, I figured he was somebody because he kept popping back in, but
I mean, all in all, just kind of final thoughts on this before we kind of get to talk a bit about your podcast. What was just kind of everyone's take on this movie? I'll on Super Mario Brothers. Cinema guys, what are your final thoughts?
We usually do out of a 5-star rating, and I gave it a 3, which for me is most movies get a 3. Like, it was fine. I didn't like overly love it. I didn't
Wait, what
hate
did I
it,
give it?
so I gave it a 3. 3 stars. That was my thing. I liked that. I thought it was fun. I kept using the word cute. I thought it was really cute.
Cute.
I probably wouldn't go like see it again ever, but it was fine.
And I'm, as always, I'm a step up from that.
Oh, you were like
I gave it a
5 stars, guys.
I gave it a
Watched
4,
7 times this year.
only because I had a blast watching it with my kids, and I know we're gonna watch this over and over again when it, comes to home video. So I enjoyed it. I had fun. I loved all the nostalgia and the memberries throughout, and so I honestly can't wait to watch it again. But I watch movies over and over again.
Fair enough.
You get a 3.5 out of me.
Ooh, a
That's
half,
which-
eh?
Which is pretty good.
Well, a 3.5
sometimes
is a 3 and a 3 is a solid. I'll never watch it again. A 3.5 is a solid. I'll watch it again probably. I'll probably get high and watch this film again.
I wonder if that changes the whole film.
I want to know
dude,
how it changes.
That
the
Rainbow
film if that
Road
happens.
scene.
Dude, it'll be great. 100%.
Rainbow Road's
My
gonna be
star will go up
amazing.
1.5 points.
Why did I hate
Or
this
I'll get
movie?
terrified and not look at a pipe then for a week.
You gotta be warned. You gotta watch out. Shit, get sucked in the
It sucked
pipe.
you in.
John, what about you? What are your thoughts on final thoughts on Mario Brothers?
Well, I rate movies on a scale of 0 to 714, with 300 to 509 being great, and 100 to
What is your
508 being
fucking
bad.
rating scale, dude?
It was
making
7
me
being a
laugh.
perfect movie. No, the thing is, for me, being in a snob sense, I give this movie a 3 out of 10. For a movie that's meant for the kids, I give it 6 out of 10. Like, so I give it 2 different views in that sense. Like I said, as I said at the beginning of the episode, I got a couple of yucks and I got a couple of member berries out of it. But for the most part, I was like checking my phone very sneakily because I didn't want anybody to see me like looking at my phone in a movie theater just to see how much more time was left. But when that movie ended and all those little booger eaters were applauding their asses off. I'm like, this movie did exactly what it was supposed to do. I'm sure the people at Nintendo would say, I'm so sorry, you 37-year-old asshole, that you didn't have a better time.
We're counting our $400 million right now.
Did it do well? Like, did it do good?
Biggest
it's killing
animated
it.
movie
It's
opening
doing
ever.
well.
Ever?
Yeah.
What was it? The number one before that?
Frozen 2.
Oh wow!
Electric Boogaloo.
Wait, what'd you just say, Brad?
This was the biggest animated film opening ever.
Take that, Disney.
Wow.
Yeah. The minions are coming for you, you mouse.
Yeah. I mean, my thoughts on it were just like you all thought. I mean, I felt that this was a very fun, entertaining kids movie. And you know, I saw it as the lowest bar here is the 1993 Super Mario Bros. So like, if we're looking at this and I can watch it and go like, okay, this is totally like Mario Brothers, you know, the movie game, the game, excuse me, then we're fine. So that's kind of where I was at. I've seen some people who've trashed this movie. I'm not going to trash it. I just thought it's a movie made by Illumination, the same people who made fucking Minions. And what did I get? Minions in Mario form. Okay. Cool.
It was made for kids to sell games and merchandise.
Yeah, I think it's a whole lot better than Minions.
Well, it's better than Minions, but I'm just saying, like, the style of animation, the humor in it, that sort of thing. That it's you can tell that it's there. But my point is just like, I'm not going to trash this movie because it doesn't have to be anything better. No. You know, we made the same point when we were watching Quantumania. You know, because a lot of people got up in arms, not only about the whole woke shit, but just the fact that everyone was expecting an Avengers level movie, and they failed to realize that it's Ant-Man.
Yeah, they wanted Infinity War.
Yeah,
it's Ant-Man.
We're like, can't you just sit back and just watch the fucking movie, you moron?
Although I did with this one, I wanted Lego Movie, where I was like, there's some heart to it. There's like, oh man, they're really pulling at something bigger here with how kids play with toys. Like, I thought I wanted something a little more like that, but oh well.
I mean, I would have liked a little bit more development of the characters, but I also know that Nintendo doesn't give a flying fuck. They don't, and I mean the games themselves don't have that depth.
No, and like I said at the beginning, I think they wanted to play it safer this time too. After the movie, they're like, we're not going to stretch it too much. We just want to have a fun movie for kids, and we want to make a ton of money.
Right. And if you want more character development, go watch Dungeons and Dragons.
They'll go rated R for the second one. You know.
Oh, I just watched that.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it any good?
I loved it.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Really,
I gave
fun,
it like a
really fun movie.
3.5, maybe. I don't know.
Whoa.
More than Mario?
No, yeah, D&D. It was more. It was fun too.
It looks dumb.
It was dumb, fun entertainment.
It looks dumb. Awesome. So, tell us a little bit about the Cinema Guys. What do you all have coming up down the pipe?
We don't know.
Well, you don't
so we do like to do a lot of live events here in
Okay.
the city, and there's a theater that lets us kind of do whatever we want there. We can bring people in, or we can do movies, and they like extra things.
Yeah.
So we kind of like to. We brought in some celebrities. We do like Q&As. That's kind of, and then we always get to host sort of the Cincinnati Comic-Con. We get to do all the
Q&A panels,
the Q&A panels
with
with
history.
celebrities. Yeah,
so this is like kind of our
friends
fun,
with our friends
at the History About Ideas.
Yeah. Outside of just our podcast, that's kind of, and we're always on the news. The news, Channel 12 brings
we're
us
on the news too.
I was
every
going to say, I
news
saw your
season.
clips.
Yeah,
All the clips are on the news.
But,
we haven't
for
been
like-
on the news.
for 2 minutes. You get like 2 minutes, so we have to.
Yeah,
All
it's
three
in
of us
and
have
out.
to give our opinions on like 10 movies in 3 minutes.
Which Justin takes up 3/4 of that because he's just so excited.
But other than that, we really try to release an episode every other
It's
week.
what we love about you, Justin.
You just go to wearethecinemaguys.com. You'll find all our information.
We
there.
always say find a movie that you've seen definitely and like, and then see if you like that one.
Well, guys,
Yeah,
are
all
those
three of
live
us-
shows?
No.
The
We've
recorded
never
ones.
recorded a live show, have we? We don't
No.
record them.
We
Oh,
don't-
see, I thought those were near like either Findlay Market or, of course, the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden. Or of course the Art Deco Union Terminal.
Are you just naming
Yes, name some
landmarks
more.
around Cincinnati?
And don't forget our famous streetcar. You'll always find the cinema guys doing live events on the streetcar.
No, I live in the poor part of town. I live in Norwood.
Your
And
famous
if you want to go
streetcar.
shirtless, we go to Norwood and do
we
do live
we
shows.
shoot
shirtless
guns in
live
the air,
shows
and there's
there.
just bullets hanging from the sky.
Yeah.
That's real. That's the thing that happened.
Oh, we got neighborhoods like that too.
No, they thought it'd be fun to shoot guns in the air, and then there were just bullets raining down.
But we record this in Brad's HOA neighborhood where they wouldn't even like the fact that there's a podcast happening in this.
But Justin and I roll into Brad's neighborhood every single time we record, blaring music, yelling loudly. We're hoping to get him a violation.
I live in the burbs.
We keep trying to get him written up in his HOA.
They're just like, you have some people who come to your house.
Yeah.
We should just bring a bag. Why haven't we just brought a bag of grass clippings and thrown them on the sidewalk? That'd get him every time.
Oh my God, I'm going to start doing that.
Or you could just paint Brad's door a different color that's not approved by the HOA.
Oh yeah, you could do that because we got to fill out paperwork to do that.
Jeez. But we do in our podcast we talk about the movie. We do lists. We like lists. I like lists a lot, and we do games. We play games. So it's usually like the first 30 minutes of that stuff, and then about 30 minutes of 20 minutes of the movie, and then we always do at-home recommendations.
Yes,
what you should see at home.
Nice.
The three of us on the podcast, and I go rogue all other places.
Oh,
yeah, he's a whore.
If you're a Patreon, it's all Brad all the time.
It's only Brad.
He's like, guys, I'm gonna do another Patreon one.
We're
sure.
just like, okay. Eventually, he just stopped telling us. I don't even know how many are out there now.
Or if you go to YouTube, it's all Brad.
Well,
Brad, all the time.
you on the TikToks. You do the Tubi Tuesday.
Yep.
Shut up! You do
TikTok? Tubi Tuesdays
on TikTok?
See, Brad doesn't even invite us. I've never been once invited.
Never.
On a
We don't know
Tuesday.
this exists.
I can't believe we even got on this podcast with him. Usually he just says it for himself. I'll do it, guys. They said no.
They said no. Meanwhile, he didn't fucking ask us. It's because all I like to do is make fun of Brad.
It's true.
That's my main content.
Well, I don't know why. But for me, he just must not like me.
He just doesn't like you because you usually side with me.
Well, at TikTok, I can run downstairs, record one for a minute, and then I'm done.
I do love that you do TikTok, though, Brad.
I do TikTok.
I've tried.
You do TikToks?
Yeah.
We tried the TikTok thing.
I don't even have that app.
And
I release between
it can
1 and
access your
3
Wi-Fi.
TikToks a
I
week
hear
for the cinema.
Yes.
Everything can access your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I know, guys. I'm joking.
Hold on. So you're doing Tubi Tuesdays, TikToks, your own private shows sometimes. Are you podcasting every day?
Not every day. No.
Man, he only calls us.
Well, his Tubi Tuesday is the TikTok thing.
This this episode is now turning into a therapy session that's opening up for Justin.
Wow.
Like, how much?
I thought I was in a podcast. Apparently, I'm just a special guest every now and then.
Yeah, 100%. We are special guests. We are not co-hosts.
I'm gonna feel really bad if I find out that I've caused
Cinema guys.
No
more.
No, this is normal. This is normal.
Guys, we did your podcast and they all quit.
They all quit.
But my schedule's still exactly the same. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Don't worry, Tubi Tuesday is still coming every week.
Oh my God, could you imagine what if Brad was releasing episodes and just changing his voice in the editing programs?
I wish.
And making it sound like you and I.
I wish it was a
truth.
truth.
Like Scream 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just like he's faking.
And except it's like, Brad, that was a great idea. We loved it.
It's
Brad,
suddenly
you're the
if you
best.
ever hear me being nice to Brad on the podcast, it's not me. He's faked me.
So are you saying that it would be a doppelganger of you?
Yeah, 100%. It'd be Brad.
AI has come a long way.
Yeah. Well.
You know what? There are some crazy things that AI can do that it can really mimic your voice.
Justin, you know about the AI artists.
Oh yeah,
they're writing movie scripts and stuff now too. So
yeah.
Have you seen Balenciaga Harry Potter?
No.
Oh, you should watch that on YouTube. It's good.
It's
good. It's good old internet.
I teach classes and they're like, you got to be forewarned. Your students may use AI to like write papers and stuff.
You're a teacher?
Oh, we both are. We both are.
Imagine that, right? I don't know what you're inferring, sir, but
guys, I got a great Mario voice for you. Today Mario's teaching the class.
I was not inferring anything negative. I was just thinking, oh my God, I've been talking to a teacher this whole time.
Well, to be fair,
I told the students at the beginning of the semester.
So there you go.
Yeah, I told the students at the beginning. I'm like, if you guys can like figure out all that AI shit and write a paper, I'm like, just do it. I'm proud of you. I don't
I
give
have-
a fuck.
I have seen that episode of South Park, the AI one.
I'm in grad school, and I can't tell. If I did that, they would fucking kick me out and keep my $40,000.
I'm going to tell you right now, they wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know.
Mm-mm.
Oh, because my high schooler, my 18-year-old, he's like, no, they have all these things. All the
No, they
teachers are running through, like
No, they
they
don't.
know.
I submitted to an online database where it gives me the scores of how much it checks.
Yes, but I'm just telling you, like, if you had have an AI do it, it's. I'm telling you, they wouldn't.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Well, I got to thank you guys for coming on to the show. Tell us again where they can find more information about you all, where people can listen to the Cinema Guys. The floor is yours.
I mean, you can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just search up the Cinema Guys, or you can go to wearethecinemaguys.com, and I have links to everything up there. All of our social media, links to the show, YouTube, TikTok, all of that.
Merchandise.
Merchandising.
Yeah.
Buy the merchandise. Support. If you support the show, buy the merchandise. Just fucking buy the merchandise. Come on, help them out.
Yeah.
Buy it all.
We also have a thing that if you become $100 Patreon for
No.
yes, this is a true thing.
Is this a true thing?
No,
Yes.
this is something that
It is
Justin's
absolutely.
trying
We've
to
talked
make a
about it
thing
on every episode
that gets cut out.
for at least 4 months.
I won't cut it out.
$100
I
Patreon.
won't cut it out.
You get to go on a date with the Cinemaiden.
No.
Oh, I can't. No.
And if you do it for a whole year,
That's
then
called
she puts out.
prostitution.
That's prostitution.
We're okay with that.
Oh, I love that. If you do it for a whole year, how do you feel about that Cinemaiden?
Yeah. No one's asked me.
Well, once we get that Patreon, what if they're
Well,
cute?
Wait, if I do 200, can I do you fellas?
Oh my!
Oh.
Yes,
But it
I
has to
say
be
yes.
200 for like
I
at
say
least
yes.
3 or 4
They
months.
hoard me out.
200
I can
months.
hoard them out. $200. You can do them both.
Brad'll
You know, I'm,
give out and I'll receive. Let's do that.
I'm not against that. So
Oh my God, Brad.
This is the best way to end this thing.
Sorry.
No, this is great. This is great. I'm glad you guys came on the show. John, where can they find you at on the internet?
Nah, you know, wherever you go. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me on JDubs Video Nasties. And hey, guys, follow me on JDubs Video Nasties on YouTube. Just do me a favor. I hawk your merchandise. Follow me on YouTube.
Follow him on YouTube.
I'm gonna
JDubs
do it
Video
right
Nasties.
now.
You can find me at Brian Cunnington. I also run the Psycho Show page. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Psycho Show. We are also on the TikToks for our Gen Z folks. You can find us at Cinema Psycho Show.
And millennials. And millennials.
And millennials too. I'm a millennial. I'm an elder millennial. So yeah.
I just heard this term for the first time. Elder
I'm
millennial.
a Gen X. So
Well, you're on it too, Brad. So you're on the TikToks too. On top of that, we also have a Discord channel. So if you want to hang out with us, which Cinema Guys, you might want to think about joining our Discord channel to bullshit about movies with us offline on the tech space thing. But either way, join our Discord channel. The link for it is in the description of this episode. If you don't want to do that, you can get to us the old-fashioned way with email by contacting us at cinepsychoshow.com. Be sure to like us and follow us wherever you listen to audio, and we will see you next time.
Look forward to the sequel, Lady Shatterley's lover, Peach and Birdie. Oh, burn my eggs, Birdie, and plant me.
I just followed you guys on Instagram.